Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Meredith Phillips. I'm a writer, reader, and bunny mama, and this is a really exciting day. It is March 3rd, which that's wrong because I didn't change it. But anyway, it's March 3rd, and today we are officially diving back into this draft, going through my revision notes, and I am doing something that my little organizer heart is absolutely gonna love. We are color coding. That's right. I'm gonna color code every note I left for myself so that I can easily see which ones are related to plot issues, which ones are related to character issues, which ones are related to like structure, kind of sentence skunky stuff. I don't know. I kind of need to go through and I'll probably figure out the color coding system I'm gonna use as I go. But the big one that I really want to focus on first are the ones that are going to be a red color, and that is stuff that is going to be really big picture stuff related to plot points, the structure of the novel, like that kind of stuff. Those are the things that are going to take the longest to revise because it is going to involve either rewriting scenes from a different POV potentially, or it might be other things like cutting out an entire scene or thinking up a different way to get from point A to point B. There's sometimes where I really like where the plot is at this point, and I really like where the plot is at this point, but there's this middle connecting point that doesn't make sense. It doesn't connect the two pieces very well, so I need to sort of look back at those and figure out a different solution for how to move the plot forward. So, without further ado, because it is already after 4:30 in the afternoon and I need to get started with this, I am gonna go ahead and dive into these revision notes and color code. I'm excited. I'm excited to color code. I like organizing. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so I think what I'm also gonna do is create a separate section to keep track of my colors for myself. Color coding code. Color coding key. Ooh, it's awesome. I have the main bulk of my story in one section. Then I have a separate section that is all my like random notes to myself, research notes and references. I have the original outline in here, so it's sort of in a separate portion from the main drafting thing. Should I take notes on my notes? No, just kidding, I won't do that. We're just gonna color code. I want to color code today. Red is going to be plot issues and major changes. What color should... Ooh! Okay, what color should the character ones be? I can choose my own colors? Oh my gosh, this is gonna take me a while. Green is going to be character issues. Oh, I need one. Oh, no, wait, let's have blue be character issues. And then green can be setting because green is like grass and that's where things take place. Green is gonna be setting issues. There's a lot of times where I just need to describe the setting and like give a little more detail about where they are. I don't want to over describe the setting. I think that's boring. I don't want to read it and I don't want to write it, but I do need to be like a little bit more. You know what I mean? I do have issues like that I need to fix, and then I have a few other times I can think of off the top of my head where I'm thinking I need to change the setting. So those notes will go into that kind of like green section, I guess. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. I also have notes in here where I'm like patting myself on the back. I'm like, oh, I like this line, or this is good foreshadowing. I don't have a ton of those because there's nothing really to like fix, but I did want to put in some positive comments for myself so that I wasn't just looking at like a huge swath of like negative things or like problems that I have to fix. So those positive ones that aren't really things to change necessarily, I think I'll make those purple. Okay, so I've got plot, character, setting. I'll do orange to be description details. That might be too vague. I'll see how it works as I get started here. But there's a lot of times where I'm either telling and not showing, or there are sections where I feel like there's more needed in terms of describing how a character's feeling or making sure that what is going on is really well fleshed out. That'll be orange. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I am about 30 seconds into starting this and I've already noticed a problem. I want to be able to pull out things to fix about specific characters too. So my character color is blue. Should I have different shades of blue for different color for different characters? Oh gosh, that could be exciting. Only if it is fixable on this. Let's see, a dark color. That's gonna take forever. Or can I just have this open permanently? This is main character. She could be this. I don't know. Is that too much? Is that too much work? Is that getting way too nitpicky? Let's go through this first section and see if I am ready to like murder myself. Okay, so then character issues. Dark blue is minor characters. Medium blue. Cerulean blue is the main female character, and light blue is the main male character. Did I spell cerulean correctly? Is that how you say it? Cerulean? 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 I think I spelled it right. Wow. Already killing it. My first chapter here ends with this gem of a sentence. If she ever saw him smile, she'd know it was the end of... the end of this section, I guess. I don't know. Section 1 done. That didn't take too long. It took me longer to figure out what colors I wanted to use than anything else. Okay, how about section 2? Okay, I just found something else I need a color for. There's several times in here where I'm like, research this, where I either need to make sure a detail I'm saying about New York City is accurate, or a detail about the modeling industry, or some kind of detail like that, where I've just sort of like made something up when I was initially drafting it, but I do want to go back and check, like, is this realistic? Is this how this really works? Is this what this really looks like? That kind of thing. I'll put another color in for those type of things too. Sometimes my notes to myself are really helpful. Okay, so it is a little after 5:30. I have worked for an hour on this and I am already halfway through color coding all these notes. So that's awesome. I should be able to finish this up tomorrow. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to do that. We'll see. But that's the plan. I'm going to stop here for today and get started on some other work I need to do and maybe make dinner in a little while. But yeah, I'll check in with you tomorrow and we'll keep going on these color coding notes. Thursday and it's 5:15. I need to get started on some writing work. I'm gonna try to finish up the second half of going through the notes and color coding everything. I am so tired of sitting in a chair. I get up from my work desk over there and sometimes I come right over here to start doing either writing work or finishing a YouTube video or some other kind of thing like that. But today I'm having trouble sitting because yesterday evening I went into the bunny room and I was closing the windows we have in there, the blinds on the windows. After I'd finished doing that, I tried to climb over their fence to get into the pen to like pet them and and I didn't make it. I got one leg over the fence and proceeded to try to move the other leg over, and the space in between the windows and the pen is kind of narrow. I caught my foot on the edge of the pen, I think is what I did. I don't even know, but I ended up starting to fall and I was falling toward the bunnies and I was like, oh my gosh, if I fall on their little cardboard house that's in there, they were under it and I was like, I'm gonna crush them. This is, oh my gosh, I was freaking out as I was trying to like stay upright. Thankfully, I was making noises and my body was close enough to their house that I was like bumping it out of the way, and so the movement of the house scared them and they ran out. But as I was trying to give them a moment to like run before I actually fell into the pen, this is so stupid, but I had my right leg, the knee was like hooked over the top of the fence like this. I was holding onto it with my knee to try to hold myself up as long as possible before I fell over. The back of my right knee, like if this is your knee and it's bent like on the inside, I don't know what you call that. Is it still your knee? Anyway, the inside portion of my knee there is completely bruised. It's purple. It's purple. And when, of course, you're sitting in a chair, what part of your leg is touching the edge of the chair? Your knee. You're the back of your knee. So I'm like trying to, I can't cross my legs because then it's putting pressure on that part. Today's been good. Today's been real good. So I'm just tired of sitting in a chair where I have to like be careful about how I'm sitting all day because otherwise it hurts. I also have a bruise here on my like shouldery arm area. I don't know how that one happened. Anyway, the bunnies are fine. I'm bruised, but I'm fine. And now I'm gonna start this freaking revision work. Oh, I also bent the fence. I bent it. Like it's not just a little bit. It is visibly like bowed in now. All to save the bunnies. I was just trying to protect them from my big oafish body. Anyway, let's get to the revision. Okay, I'm done with the color coding. That was not as tedious as I thought it was going to be. It's 10 till 6, so going through the second half of that only took me about half an hour, which isn't bad. So I think I'm going to end the vlog here since I'm kind of done with this next step of my revision process. And then next week I'll be able to share how I'm sort of organizing the different notes, the different types of notes, and hopefully a plan of approach for how I'm going to actually get started implementing the changes that I want to make. I do think I'm going to need to do some brainstorming first and kind of go back to my original outline because there are some plot points that need to be fixed. I need to kind of create a timeline for some of the things that are happening because certain events are happening like before they can happen if other things are happening at the right time, you know, like, so I need to kind of get all that stuff straightened out so that I have a really clear flow of the entire story, the entire timeline that's going on between all the various characters. So anyway, I will leave that for the next vlog. If you liked this vlog, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click the subscribe button. I post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. You can also find me over on Instagram at Meredith Phillips Writes. And don't forget that my next newsletter is going out at the beginning of April. So if you want to go sign up for that, you can click the link to my website, meredithphillips.com, in the description below. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Trying to get the best angle without you being able to see my work. Okay, it's all right. My glasses aren't gonna reflect everything. I'm gonna fall again. I better not do that. Okay.